Hi guys, a quick video today for you just to show you how to make an Americano using your Nespresso machine. An Americano, don't confuse it with a lungo, it's not a lungo, it's actually espresso, or you can use a lungo capsule, but it's not the best way to do it. It's an espresso capsule topped up with boiling hot water. And if you look online for like the ratio that you want between water and coffee when making an Americano, the basic thing that they tell you is it's either 1 part coffee to 1 part water, or some people say 1 part coffee to 2 parts water. But the truth is really that with an Americano, it's up to you how you like it, what sort of strength you like it. And it also depends a lot on what type of coffee you're using as well, because you might be using a really intense coffee. So you might want a little bit more water, or you might be using a less intense coffee and find that it's too weak if you put that amount of water in. But today we're just going to show you a few different ways to make them using a few different Nespresso capsules, just to show you the colour of the coffee that comes out, because you might be able to gauge from that whether it looks like the kind of Americano that you might like to drink. Or perhaps you want to test your own methods, but this is the basic way of doing it. I'm going to make a couple using my original Nespresso machine, and I'm going to make a couple using the Vertuo machine that I've got. So let's kick it off now. I'll just set this going, set it warming up. So yeah, we're going to start with an espresso capsule. So that's a 40ml espresso capsule. It's a Capriccio capsule. And I'm just mixing it. I've already put in boiling water. I put 40ml of boiling water in. So that's going to give us our 1-to-1 Americano ratio. 40ml espresso to 40ml water. I'm adding the espresso after because it's recommended really. I don't think you'll make too much difference if you want to add the water after, but it is recommended to put the espresso in after, as it breaks the espresso up less. But I'll put this one in now. I'll just set this one off and we'll see. I'll give it a stir at the end and you can see what kind of colour it comes through like. Right, so that is a basic 1-to-1 ratio of espresso, and you can see that's a really nice rich colour. Espresso to water, but it's not very big, is it? So I think a lot of people, they use a double espresso, which we'll be making in a minute. But that's our first version. So 1 part espresso, 1 part water. So now we'll move on to, I've got a lungo capsule here. That's a Vertuo lungo. And I'm just going to mix that with the same again, 40ml water. You might want to use more water, less water, but I'll just mix it with 40ml just to show you the difference in colour when you're using a lungo capsule. It's the right hand button, the big cup button for the lungo. So we can see here that we've mixed 40ml of water with 110ml lungo capsule, and that is still a nice rich colour, if you can see, but it's not quite as dark as this one we did here, the 40ml 1-to-1 ratio. So we've looked at 2 ways of doing it there. Like I said, there's no hard and fast rules, just make your own rules. Test it out with a few different concentrations of water and coffee and see what you like. And you might test different types of coffee, different types, strength of capsule, intensities, just to see what you like. So we'll now move over to our Vertuo machine, and I've got roughly 100ml of water here, and I'm going to mix that with a double espresso scuro capsule just to see how that one comes out. I think if I was to make one myself, this is probably the capsule. I've spilled a little bit of coffee. This is the capsule that I would probably use. This is probably my preferred ratio, but I'll just show you how this comes out. It's about 100ml of coffee to 80ml, but you could do 80ml to 80ml to get your 1-to-1 ratio again. So just set that one off. Now the Vertuo machine, it takes a little bit longer to get going. I've explained this in other videos. It uses centrifusion technology, so it takes just a little bit more time to set off and get going. There's less choice with this machine in the espresso and lungo section because it's a machine that's more built for mug coffees to be used with just cold milk, 230ml mug coffees. But they do the double espresso, this Scuro one, it's really nice. And the Vertuo one I'm going to be using for the next final cup of coffee we're going to be making. That's really nice as well. So this is 80ml of coffee, a double espresso, mixed with around about 100ml of water. And you'll see that the crema on it is a lot thicker on this as well, because it comes out a lot thicker, your crema on the Vertuo machine. So that's just finishing up now. And I'll give it a stir and hopefully we'll be able to see past the crema. Right, I'll take it. It's still dripping, but for the purpose of the video, I'll just take it away now. Oh, look at that. You can see that's a really dark, I don't know if you can see through there, really dark colour. So that's roughly 100ml of water with 80ml double espresso, and that looks like, for me, looks like a perfect Americano, but like I say, you have to make your own mind up on that one. The final one we're going to do is a similar amount of water, roughly 100ml, mixed with a Vertuo Gran Lungo capsule. That's on the Vertuo machine. This is a 150ml capsule. We're going to mix it with about, I think it was about 100ml, 110ml of water I put in, and we'll just see how that one comes out. Gotta say, that smells very, very nice, that one. It is funny just how different people like their Americanos, because I'm sure you'll have been in coffee shops in the past where you've had a good Americano or a bad one and your friend said it's good and you thought it's bad. There's just so much variety, so don't be afraid to play around with the ratios and break the rules a little bit. See, this one's coming out, there's more, this 150ml Gran Lungo capsule from Nespresso Vertuo range. So that's why it's coming out much bigger as well. More the size you'd expect an Americano to be, I suppose, if you get it from a coffee shop. I'll just take that away now and I'll put it in the light. Hopefully you'll be able to see, again, see past the crema. There, you can just see underneath. It's not quite as dark as this one here. I can see, you can see that's a really rich dark colour. This one's a little bit lighter, but it's bigger as well. So, plenty of different ways there that you can try and make an Americano. We said the original rule is either, some people say 1-to-1, 40ml to 40ml. Some people say 1 to 2 parts water, 1 part coffee. But as you can see, we'll just have a little, just to show you one more time. This was 40ml to 40ml out of our original Nespresso machine. You see, it's quite a nice dark colour, quite rich. This was a Lungo capsule, Vertuo Lungo, 110ml to roughly, I just put 40ml of water in that, but perhaps it could have done with a little bit more. Then we had a double espresso capsule. You see, that was a really nice dark rich colour, so if you want an intense coffee, that might work for you. That was mixed with about 100ml of water. And then finally, you can hardly see that one, but it's you can just about see it through there. That was 150ml gran lungo capsule from Nespresso mixed with about 100ml of water. So, I hope that that's given you a better idea of how to make an Americano coffee using your Nespresso machine. Plenty of different ways you can do it. Don't be afraid to break the rules. If you've liked the video and you like what we've done, we've got plenty more videos on our playlist, which I'm going to link to at the end. Perhaps you've just bought a machine and you're learning to use it. We look at lattes on there, we show you how to make a cappuccino, loads of different types of videos and just general tips. So be sure to check that out. Also, hit the subscribe button. You know, we're going to be making a lot more Nespresso videos, so you can stay up to date with things that come out with Nespresso as well. So, yeah, just give us a like, give us a follow, and thanks for watching. And I'm